You're welcome back to this very channel. Aitove's advice turned to foolishness. That is the same advice of every Southeast governor and senators will turn to foolishness that will lead to the quick release of Biafra. Listen.
As of today, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu wrote a letter to the Senate. And in that letter, he said Senate should give him permission to deploy Nigerian military to Niger Republic. Let me tell you, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, if you don't know now, you don't have the mandate of Nigerians to go to war against Niger Republic. And let's start with the law. Let's start from the legal aspect. And I won't go into the nitty-gritty of the law because I have so many things to do today. But let's start with the United Nations Charter. The first point of call will be United Nations Charter. If you're a good student of international law and diplomacy, you will know that a country does not interfere in domestic affairs of another country. Another country does not, in other words, in Benin Republic, as close as it is to Nigeria, if anything is happening in Benin Republic, Nigeria does not have any right to go and interfere in whatever is going on in Benin Republic. Likewise, Benin Republic does not have any right to come and interfere with whatever is going on in Nigeria. During the last election, United States can say they don't want Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the president. They have the power. They can say it. United Kingdom can say it. They have the power, they have the way. They say, look, we don't want you as the president of Nigeria because your election that brought you in is... But they did not do it because of diplomacy and United Nations Charter. So what concerns Bola Ahmed Tinubu that he wants to go and invade Niger Republic? Don't forget that Niger Republic is a francophone country. That means countries that speak French as their official language. They have ties with France, not even with UK. So they are not a member of Commonwealth countries. They are not a member of Commonwealth countries. So what concerns Bola Ahmed Tinubu that he wants to go and invade Niger Republic? Is it for his personal interest or on behalf of Nigerians? Of what importance is that war to Nigeria economy? You don't cry more than the bereaved. The people of Niger, they are tired of their government and they want a change. However they change the government, it's none of Nigerian business. So why is Bola Ahmed Tinubu so hasty? They want to go to war against France and against Niger Republic. Don't forget that Niger Republic just signed a pact with Russia. So that means Russia will bring in all their work equipment into Niger Republic, if you don't know. And don't forget that Niger Republic has the highest concentration of uranium in the world. If people don't know now, let me tell you now for free. Niger Republic has the highest concentration of uranium in the world. Then there's another mineral resources. I forgot the name of that mineral resources that they have in Niger Republic, and they are the leading producer of that mineral resources in the whole world. That mineral resources, they use it for nuclear power. So whatever is going on in Niger Republic is the interest of the West, not even in the interest of the Africans. So I don't know why Bola Ahmed Tinubu will now want to fight a proxy war. I call it proxy war. Okay? Whatever is going on in Niger Republic does not concern Nigerians. Though they are our neighbors, they are even francophone country. I agree that we are also in the same ECOWAS, but they are francophone countries. They are not a member. They are not members of Commonwealth country. They don't belong to Commonwealth. The only place we can meet is ECOWAS or African Union or United Nations. But they are not even member of the Commonwealth countries. So if the people of Niger are happy with the new government, what is Bola Ahmed Tinubu's business? Saying no. You yourself that wants to go and remove the log in another man's eyes, there's a speck in your own eyes. Let me say it again. You want to go and somebody has a log in his own eyes, but you that want to go and remove it, that's what we call speck that will not allow you to see. You want to go and remove a log from another man's eyes. So he has written a letter to the Senate, and I know the Nigerian Senate, they are a rubber stamp Senate. Once they give them money, they will approve anything, whether it's reasonable or it's not reasonable. So he has written a letter to the Senate so that Senate will give him the power to deploy Nigerian military to Niger Republic. This is the same Nigerian military that cannot defeat Boko Haram. Ordinary Boko Haram, they can't defeat it. Ordinary Boko Haram. The same Nigerian military that cannot even deploy and defeat IPOB. What was this? Military wing of IPOB. ESN. I don't know what they call it. ESN. The military wing of IPOB. They can't defeat them in the east. They cannot defeat Boko Haram. They now want to go to Niger Republic, where France and where Putin just signed a defense pact, not only with Niger Republic. Putin signed a defense pact with 44 African countries. 44 African countries. So, and that's why Tinubu wants to go and fight a war. Don't you know that if you fight in Niger Republic, indirectly you are fighting Russia? So, when Nigeria army that cannot defeat Boko Haram, they now want to go and fight, in quote, Russian army. And you know that Putin is very deadly. If you don't know, Putin is very deadly. He has been using chemical weapons in Ukraine. Putin. Though there's no evidence, but there are traces that he has been using chemical weapon in Ukraine. Because the man is so sneaky. So Nigeria now wants to go and fight with Niger Republic, just because somebody accidentally becomes Nigerian president. He has presidential power. He doesn't know what to do with it. It's illegitimate. He's trying to cover his illegitimacy. Because whatever Tinubu is doing now, he wants to impress the West. Whatever he's doing, it's not in the interest of Nigeria. It's because of his own personal selfish interest. He wants to impress the West. That's whatever Tinubu is doing. Now, Tinubu, I'm saying it now, they will say I'm foolish. Please give me a minute. Tinubu, I'm saying it loud and clear now. You might say I'm foolish. You might even say I'm a fake lawyer. You might say I don't know what I'm saying. You might say I'm looking for popularity. Don't go into that war. I won't say more than that. If you go into that war, that will be the end of your regime. Whether legitimate or illegitimate. That's the end of your regime. And if you're not careful, that war will consume you and greedy politicians in Nigeria. I'm telling you. I swear to God Almighty. If you go into that war in Niger Republic, against Niger Republic, that is the war that will consume you and all your greedy politicians in Nigeria. So, mark my words. Write today's date down. Write today's date down. Let me say it again. No, write today's date down. Put my name on it. I'm not a prophet. So, write today's date down. Put my name on it. If you go into that war against Niger Republic, that, number one, that will be the end of your government. Number two, at a stage, Nigerians will turn against you physically. And your greedy politicians, your set of foolish politicians, bunch of bastards who call themselves politicians in Nigeria will turn against all of you. Parasitic set of leaders. Permit me to use that language because they are bastard. They behave like bastard. You don't go and fight a war that doesn't have direct nexus with you. You don't go and fight a war that does not concern you. You don't go and fight a war just because of your selfish interest. Tinubu has always been known to pursue his own selfish interest above any other interest. He did it in Lagos. He has done it over and over again. Whatever he's doing in Lagos is for his personal interest. Luckily or unluckily for him, he's now the president of Nigeria. He wants to go and fight another selfish interest war. So, I don't live in Nigeria. If you like, curse me. If you like, you can say I'm saying rubbish. People that live in Nigeria, you people that live in Nigeria will be the first casualty of the war. When Russia will deploy their MiG fighter jets against Nigeria, when Russia will declare and will deploy their drones against Nigerians, I won't be in Nigeria. Trust me. So don't think this one is saying rubbish. He doesn't know what he can say. He doesn't know what he's saying. This one is trying to look for popularity. Go and want Tinubu. Yoruba bass, go and want Tinubu. He should not dare it. Ó fẹ́ lọ jẹun níbi tí ọwọ́ ò ti ní ká. Tinubu fellow John. You see, Tinubu think everybody is foolish just because Nigerians are foolish and gullible. He thinks every other Tinubu, as you see him, I've studied Tinubu. I have a whole book on Tinubu. I'm not making mad. I've studied him for over 1 year. Tinubu thinks he's smarter than everybody. Don't carry your foolishness to Nigeria Republic. You will know that you are not smart. If you go to Nigeria Republic, I dare you, if you go to the Nigeria Republic, you now know that you are the most foolish human being on earth. You have been doing it for a long time, Tinubu, and you are getting away with it. This time around, I think God wants to visit you with vengeance. So go to Nigeria Republic. At a point, this is what will happen. At a point in time, Nigerians themselves, Nigerian masses, will revolt and attack you physically. And all those your foolish politicians that call yourself politicians that you are parading about and say you are political leaders, all of you are thieves. I said it, and I said I'm not hiding my face. So Olale Koleraju is my name. All of you are thieves. All of you who call yourself Nigerian politicians, you are thieves. What kind of business are you doing? What have you contributed to the economy of Nigeria? That all of you are riding Rolls Royce, Range Rover. Your children are riding Rolls Royce. Your children are going to the best school in the world. Is it from the money you are making as government officials? So your greediness will push you into a journey of no return. Quote me. You can't do it. My name is Olale. You cannot do anything for me. I'm not making mouth. Nobody can do any. As far as I'm saying the truth, I've never taken a kobo from anybody. Nobody on this earth, no politician can say he has given me 1 single cent. So I'm saying it now. Nigerians better go and warn your Tinubu. Because it's even a disgrace to we Yorubas. But Yorubas go and warn him now. Before you go out, we will put all of you into problem. I pity the people that live in Nigeria. I won't say more than that. If you are living in Nigeria, this is the best time to get out of Nigeria because Tinubus want to go on a suicide mission. So if you like, don't go and arrest Tinubu. Be hailing him. Be goading him to go to war against Nigeria Republic. When Russia comes in into Nigeria Republic, Nigeria will know that khaki no be leather. Is it not the same Nigerian army that cannot defeat Boko Haram? You want to go and deploy them to Nigeria? I will show you some videos now, but let's discuss further. I'm going to show you some videos in about 2 minutes time or 3 minutes. This is the implication. If you don't know the implication of what Tinubu is doing, let me tell you now as a lawyer, before you say this one is saying rubbish. Number one, by virtue of United Nations Charter, you don't interfere in the domestic affairs of another country by virtue of the United Nations. And all the countries of the earth are a signatory to that charter. Number two, ECOWAS does not permit the use of force. Let me say it again. Now, if it would have been a different thing if ECOWAS jointly, listen to me, it would have been a different thing if ECOWAS countries jointly set up a military force to go against Nigeria Republic. During the Abacha, even Abacha as wicked as we think he is, in Sierra Leone, they set up what we call ECOMOG force. ECOMOG. And the meaning of ECOMOG is West African Intervention Force. That's the full meaning of ECOMOG. So they set up ECOMOG, and all the countries in West Africa contributed troops, military troops into ECOMOG. And they went to Sierra Leone and put a stop. Even in Sierra Leone, it's even a civil war. In Sierra Leone, it was a civil war. Now, so for Tinubu to now write a letter to the Senate and telling Senate to let him deploy military to Nigeria Republic is going on a suicide mission. Quote me now. That's when I warn you about Professor Akitoye, when I warn you about Tinubu not becoming president, people are abusing me. You will come back and thank me later. So if you're a Yoruba man, if you're Oni of Ife or want Tinubu very well. Warn him. If you die, don't warn him. I won't be there when the war will break out in Nigeria. I won't. On the source note, I won't be there. And I won't be a casualty. My children will not be a casualty. My wife will not be a casualty. It's you people that live in Nigeria that will be casualties of the war. In quote, casualties of the war. In quote again, casualties of the war. Tinubu, if you don't know, he and his children, they have dual nationality. If you don't know, so let me tell you again. 80% of Nigerian senators have dual nationality. 90% of Nigerian senators, their children don't live in Nigeria. Their wives don't live in Nigeria. Tinubu's children have dual nationality. His grandchildren have dual nationality. Tinubu has 3 private jets that they park in Guinea-Bissau. So if shove come to push, Tinubu will call his private jet to carry his family out of Nigeria. You'll be the one that will suffer it. All the Ojikalos of this world, they have dual nationalities. Some of them have private jets. If you don't know, Ojikalo has private jet. Atiku has a private jet. It's only Obi that I know that doesn't have a private jet. So if anything happens, they will put their children, even the Micadinugas of this world, the Dangote of this world, they have private jets. They have dual nationality. Okay? So if anything happen, should anything happen, they will put their children inside. If in fact their children does not even live in Nigeria anyway. So what? So and they have bank accounts in foreign countries. They don't have anything to lose. Let me tell you now. They don't even spend naira again. If you want to know now, Nigerian senators, they don't spend naira. They spend dollars. If you give them money now, they go and change it to dollars. Naira does not have value. So because it's so easy to carry dollars than to carry naira. So if you think the senators are on behalf of the masses, you are making a mistake. So if whoever knows Oni of Ife, Awujale of Ijebu Lancer, Oba of Lagos, all these first class Oba, tell them to go and tell Tinubu not to put Nigeria into problem. Okay? You might be saying I'm saying rubbish. Oh. Time will tell whether I'm saying rubbish. So better tell Tinubu he should not dare go into Nigeria. We did not send him more. Me, I'm not part of it. So I'm saying me, I'm not part of it. Oh. So if Nigerian masses did not send Tinubu, and let me talk on behalf of Nigerian masses. I'm not talking about the senators and all those stupid politicians. Nigerian masses, I'm talking on behalf of Nigerian masses. We did not send you Tinubu to go into war against Nigeria Republic. We have so many problems in Nigeria, not going into war against Nigeria Republic that we solve the problem of Nigeria. We are still buying fuel for 600 and something naira. The economy is not certain. Boko Haram is still rampaging in Nigeria. Then you think the next thing for you to do is to deploy Nigerian military to go and invade Nigeria Republic.
Thank you very much, Barrister Leko, for this. It's been a enlightening time that people have to know what is at stake and know how it's going to play out in future. Thank you.